But if I had to say if I was closest to one of them, it was Big Mike. Big Mike was from New Orleans like me. He was from the Florida Project. The whole while, Jay was telling me Willie D was leaving the Geto Boys. So Jay was ready to make me take Willie D's place in the Geto Boys. Jay Prince gave me a contract. Scarface and Willie D was right there when Jay gave me the contract and wanted me to sign with him. Big Mike told me, L, if I was you, I wouldn't sign that contract. He was trying to tell me don't sign it. So I left Houston. I came back to New Orleans. Turned around, Big Mike signed the contract with Rapper. And he becomes the Willie D replacement in the Geto Boy.
The start of your career, you say you linked with Bushwick.
Yeah.
Bushwick Geto Boys.
So this is how the story goes. Rollin' and Goldfingers was already doing music for the Geto Boys back in the Mind Playing Tricks on Me time. I'm talking about 89, 90. Like back then, I'm like 16, 17 years old. And once he introduced me to Rollin' and Goldfingers, they heard me rap. I wrote that song, Take 'Em Off, that I ended up doing with Bushwick Bill.
7 ward niggas come with 2 hard heads, one called a dome, one that my mom said, keep in my pants, but when you dance like that, you make my second hard head need a hi-hat.
When they heard me rap, Roland said, I gotta bring you to Houston. He brought me to Houston to meet Jay Prince, the owner of Rap-A-Lot Records. Lil Jay heard me rap, and Bushwick heard me rap, and Scarface and Willie D and all them, they loved it. They wanted me on board. So I started writing for Bushwick on this album, Everclear. Wrote one song for him, Copy the Cash, and then I wrote another song for him, Take 'Em Off. That's when he started going on tour, Bushwick, and I'd do shows with him whenever he's in the South. And he was at the end of his tour, and his last city was in New Orleans, and I was with him, and I went on stage with him. We was in Club Amnesia. This was 1990. And we was in the VIP after performing, and Rooster Red and a couple of other well-known ballad boys, Black Brian and Kurt, they walked in too. And, I met Rooster through Bushwick. And from there, me and Rooster, since that night on, me and Rooster always been me and Rooster ever since. That's how Rooster ended up being on the cover with me for Black Robin Hood. We was inseparable. Anywhere you saw me, you saw Rooster.
It's not every day that somebody that was up and close and personal with the late Bushwick Bill, man, that's able to share stories about his real character and who he really was and stuff, you know. You said you was working with him around the time he was shooting the Everclear album.
The funny part about it is we became family instantly. It was more than just 2 brothers rapping together. Before you know it, we all living in the same apartment. I'm laying on the floor over here, Bushwick laying on the couch over there, Beto Wonder over there, Willie D walk in the door. You know, Rap-A-Lot was real family, like the Hardheads. Them dudes had their stuff. It was locked, and they welcomed me into their family, you know. Everybody in there was talented, and you know, Bushwick, you know, he had this thing about him where he just draw attention. He was almost like another Rooster. Like if Bushwick in the room, you can't help but look and talk to Bushwick. Even though he was small, he was big, you know.
Say, how they accept you, bro? You the only cat from New Orleans, a new cat from New Orleans. You know?
Tell you the truth.
Was it somewhat of a hazing process where they was fucking with you, or was just open arms from the start?
There was moments when you're in a room full of rappers, you're in a room full of competition. You know what I mean? But nobody could deny that my music was hot. Like, you know, everybody said that shit sound good. Like, so they opened that part of me. Like, they might have felt some kind of way because I wasn't from 5th Ward Houston or 3rd Ward Houston, that I was from New Orleans, but they couldn't deny the fact that I was cold as any nigga in that room. So I ain't never got no, that was the point. As long as I was cold, that's all that mattered. I had a certain fellowship with each and every artists on Rap A Lot Records. We was like brothers, especially when Jay Prince gave me a contract. Like Scarface and Willie D was right there when Jay gave me the contract and wanted me to sign with him. So right then and there, all the other artists accepted me as one of them because that's how we work. But if I had to say if I was closest to one of them, it was Big Mike. Big Mike was from New Orleans like me. He was from the Florida Project. I started staying with him while I was in Houston, living with him. And that's right when I got the contract from Jay Prince. And Big Mike told me, L, if I was you, I wouldn't sign that contract. He was trying to tell me don't sign it because you're going to be signed, but you don't never know when you're going to come out. It's like all kind of negative reasons why I shouldn't sign the contract. The whole while, Jay was telling me Willie D was leaving the Geto Boys. So Jay was ready to make me take Willie D's place in the Geto Boys. I listened to Big Mike and I didn't sign the contract because I was spooked. Because I'm watching him, he an artist, but he not living that well. And I'm like, you know what? It might not be wise for me to sign. So I left Houston. I came back to New Orleans. Turned around, Big Mike signed the contract with Rap A Lot. And he becomes the Willie D replacement in the Geto Boy. I'm like, damn, you told me not to sign it, but then you took the deal. Like, fuck. He was like, fuck, I was already on contract. So. Yeah.
Oh man, I ain't trying to kick up no dirt with that, but do you think that was strategic as far as his moves?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because Big Mike was truly my dog. I think that he was the best fit to take that position other than me. And he was already there. He had put in the work. I don't think it was strategic. Big Mike is my homie, but you know, who knows what goes on in the mind of men. It wasn't meant for me to be. You know what I mean? I didn't fit in. Because, you know, I thought about it and I talked to Lil Jay about me taking that position. And Jay told me to my face, he said, you might be the perfect fit for the Geto Boy. That was his exact words, quote unquote. But even then, I felt like, I'm not supposed to be that person. I'm from New Orleans. These dudes, they talking about, you know, they from, you know, Houston. I'm from New Orleans. It's just, I'm not fit to be in that place. I wanted my own.
Do you think after everything played out and the world watched it, right? When Mike became a part, you know, took that part and became a part of the Geto Boys. How do you personally feel that played out? You know, you think?
Oh, I felt played. I felt played in a way, and I regretted not signing the contract. I regretted it a lot of days. I said, man, I should have just signed with Rap A Lot when I had the chance. You know, a lot of days I felt like that, and then you get over it. You dig? I was like, you know what? That ain't gonna stop me. I'm still L.
Yeah, that's hard too. And actually, what I meant though, what I meant was when Big Mike became a part of the Geto Boys, and it came out, and everything came out, and the world saw it and everything. How do you think that fit was, and how that played out and everything? Do you think
I think Big Mike did an excellent job when he stepped in. I think he was actually better than Willie D as a rapper, if you ask me. And I was proud of it, because me and Big Mike go way back. And like I said, it was a strategic move in a sense, but I don't think it was a diabolical move. You know what I mean? I think he just had to do what he had to do as an artist, and he was already on contract. You know, and I turned the contract down. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I decided not to sign with Rap A Lot. I could have signed with Rap A Lot if I wanted to.
Say, bro, before we move on and get to what happened to after Rap A Lot, let me ask you right now though, you have a relationship with any of them guys today? Big Mike?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I talk to Scarface all the time. I call him Brad. Everybody else calls him Scarface. I call him Brad. Because I mean, like, you gotta understand, I've been knowing these dudes for over 30 years. You know what I mean? I never made it to the heights that they made it to, but we did definitely spend a season or two together where we, like for years, they used to, after the Geto Boys stopped rapping, they still come to New Orleans. They coming to see us. Like, that's just been that way for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's my dudes. So I still talk to Scarface.
Okay.
I haven't
What about
talked
Willie
to
D?
D in a while.
Yeah.
I miss Bushwick Bill, God bless. God rest his soul, you know. I haven't talked to Jay in a long time, but that's still my dude too.
Gotcha. What besides Mike saying, besides you making a decision to not sign with Rap a Lot, was there anything else that made that stopped the flow of that? As far as the relationship, you know. I guess it was signed to him.
I just started seeing where as much respect as I have for Jay Prince, I think it was at the beginning of the rap era in the South when we was all trying to figure our way out, and I just felt like I was scared to be one of them artists. It's a reason why Willie D was leaving the group. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go into other people's personal business, but I just felt like it wasn't a wise move for me to sign the contract. So I decided to leave Houston.